Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Straight Fire Picks. Best bets for Thursday Night Football, week number 2, between the New York Giants and the Washington Football Team on Thursday, September 16th, 2021. My name is Steve and I'm going to have 4 picks here for you for the Thursday Night Football game that I think are great value bets. As always, guys, thank you all for your continued support on the channel. I appreciate all of you. We knocked out our goal last week of 420 subscribers. We're at about 450 now, so I appreciate all your guys' support. If you are new to the channel here today, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Always appreciate that. Really helps us grow this channel. Quick announcement. We also have another live stream coming up on this Monday night's football game between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. That'll start once again at 7:45 p.m. Had some technical issues with the last one, so we're hoping to resolve those here for this time. It'll be another fun time where I just get to interact with y'all and have a little bit of a watch party there. So we are adjusting a few things for that as well. Now we're going to go over our results here from the previous 2 episodes from Monday Night Football and Sunday Night real quick. Together we went 6-2. Sunday Night Football we went 4-0. We'll start with that. We had Matthew Stafford, the over in passing yards. We cashed that one pretty easy, over 270. Yeah, Stafford had a big night, guys. Got it started right away with a quick touchdown there to Jefferson. It was really terrific. We had the Rams covering the spread, -7.5. Covered that one easily as well. Rams won by 20. We had a Cooper Kupp anytime touchdown. Stafford threw an absolute dime to him, about 60 yards down the field for a touchdown. It was terrific. Really had me pumped up. Then we had Allen Robinson under 65.5 receiving yards. Cashed this one pretty easily as well. He only had like 35. So that was a great night. 4-0 sweep. Made some great money that night. The following night we went 2-2. Not bad. We were close on a couple things as well. We had the over for passing yards for Jackson. Lamar Jackson cashed that one pretty easily. We had a Sammy Watkins anytime touchdown. He got so close on a deep ball from Jackson. Got to like the 8-yard line. It was about a 50-yard completion. And I thought he had it, but couldn't quite get it. But what can you do? We had the Darren Waller over for receiving yards, 72.5 receiving yards. Cashed this one easily. Waller had a huge night. And we also had the Ravens covering a 4.5 point spread, which unfortunately we missed on this one. Raiders ended up winning in overtime. We had this one for a while. Ravens were up 24-17. Raiders ended up tying the game, went to overtime, and the Raiders won. So it's a terrific game, but what can you do? 2-2, we'll still take that. 6-2, our last 2 episodes, we'll take that as well. 8-4 all together on primetime football, so we like that. We're winning. So we're going to get after it here for Thursday Night Football, guys. Let's get that 4-0 sweep. So getting right into our picks. At number 1, we're going with the Washington Football Team -3 spread versus the New York Giants at -114 odds. Guys, we got Washington back at home again versus a Giants team that did not look very good last week. At least Washington was competitive in their loss to the Chargers. They lost 20-16 at home. The Giants lost 27-13 to the Broncos, but that game really wasn't close. It was 27-7, and then the Giants got a late touchdown. So, one of those things where the Giants just did not look good. The run defense didn't look good. They gave up 165 yards on the ground to Melvin Gordon and company. They gave up 264 yards through the air to Bridgewater, so their defense all the way around was not good. But particularly looking at that running defense, they're playing a team that loves to run the football. Here with the Washington Football Team. Antonio Gibson, J.D. McKissick, even Heinicke can run it. He's very mobile as well. So I think that's where Washington's definitely going to take advantage of the Giants here. They're going to run the football. I think they're going to run it well with Gibson and company. And Heinicke, I'm also very big on Taylor Heinicke as well, guys. He looked very good in the playoffs last year. Just came in and almost led Washington to a big upset there with the Bucs in the playoffs last year. Threw for over 300 yards. Had a rushing touchdown, had 50 yards rushing and a rushing touchdown in that game. And he also looked good in week 1 in relief duty here of Fitzpatrick when he went down. Heinicke came in 11-15, 128 yards and a touchdown. So he looked very solid also right out of the gate. And I just don't see Washington going 0-2 at home here. I think they're just a better built football team at this point in time than the Giants. So I love it right there, guys. For all those reasons, take it right there. Washington -3 spread versus the Giants at -114 odds. Okay, and at number 2, we're going with Antonio Gibson over 70.5 rushing yards versus the Giants at minus 114 odds. So sticking to a lot of the same points there on number 1, guys, we talked about the Giants' run defense, right? Giving up 165 yards on the ground last week to Denver. We talked about how Washington loves to run the football with Gibson. Heinicke is very mobile, so this is definitely going to be a rushing attack here for Washington. I think Gibson's going to have a big night. It's a good matchup. They're at home again. A lot of things working here in Washington's favor. If Gibson could really get to the second level here, get into those linebackers, he's going to make a lot of big plays. So I expect him to have a big game. And like I said, the Giants are struggling right now. Not a lot of good vibes here coming from the Giants. I think Gibson's going to have a big night. And, like I said, I would be surprised if he doesn't lead them to a Washington victory. So take it right there for your number 2 pick. Antonio Gibson over 70.5 yards versus the Giants at minus 114 odds. Okay, and at number 3, we're going with Logan Thomas, anytime touchdown scorer versus the Giants at plus 200 odds. So obviously love the odds and the value of this bet, guys. The Giants defense wasn't limited to just being poor against running backs. They were very poor against tight ends as well. Broncos tight ends last week accounted for 10 catches, 85 yards, and a touchdown. So those linebackers, I think, are going to get tested again, especially with Logan Thomas. He's a top 15 tight end in the league, ranked 14th by ProFootballFocus.com as far as out of 30, best 32 tight ends. We got Logan Thomas at number 14, so I like that. He has really grown and matured into a very nice tight end. Obviously, he used to be a quarterback, but he transitioned and had a big year last year at tight end. Had over 670 yards, 72 catches, 6 touchdowns. And I think he's only getting better, right? Thomas is definitely more comfortable. He was the second leading receiver last week. Very comfortable with Taylor Heinicke as well. He caught 3 passes, 30 yards, and a touchdown last week. They just didn't throw the ball a lot, but I think they're going to throw the ball a little bit more here on Thursday night, and Thomas is going to be one of Heinicke's preferred targets for sure. So I'm looking for Thomas to have a big game. I got some interesting statistics here for you. So in his first 5 games last year for Logan Thomas, just to kind of give you the idea of the progression of how much better he's getting. His first 5 games, he caught 14 out of 32 targets, right? In his last 12 games, he caught 63 out of 87. In his last 12 games, including 5 touchdowns in that span. So he has gotten much better. When they throw the ball his way, he's hauling it in. He's catching the football. He's getting a lot more comfortable. Love what I see. He's a big target in the red zone as well. You have to mark that guy. You have to watch him. He was on the field the most of any tight end last year. Over 1,000 snaps on the field last year. That was most of any tight end as well. Like I said, second leading receiver last week. So I love it, guys. I love the matchup. I think you could really take advantage of these Giants linebackers. So take it right there for your number 3 pick. Logan Thomas, anytime touchdown scorer versus the New York Giants at plus 200 odds. And finally, at number 4, we are going with Daniel Jones, over 227.5 passing yards versus the Washington football team. Listen, guys, I think the Giants are going to be playing from behind. They have a lot of question marks right now at running back as far as with Saquon Barkley and his health. Might not even play. Their backup, I know I have a lot of confidence in Devontae Booker. So that means Daniel Jones is going to be throwing the football. He's going to be throwing it a lot. And there is actually some areas of the field that he can exploit and take advantage of. Redskins, like I was mentioning earlier, of any position group that they're weak at, it is at linebacker. They're ranked 24th by ProFootballFocus.com at linebacker. So if Daniel Jones can make any hay, it's going to be the middle of the field with his tight ends and his backs. And also, you can't deny the options that he has available to him on the outside as well, between Darius Slayton, Sterling Shepard, and Kenny Galladay. So he's got weapons on the outside as well. I still expect them to have a decent game. Herbert, despite them being very good at cornerback and in the secondary, Justin Herbert actually kind of waxed his secondary last week with 337 passing yards. And I think Jones has just as good of targets. Can their offensive line hold up? That's the question mark. But I think Jones is still going to have to throw the ball regardless. He's gonna be able to get it out sometimes. He's going to be able to hit. Like I said, middle of the field will be open. And even on the outside, he's got some targets. So I'm very confident that he's going to cash this over. very reasonable amount of passing yards. We're talking about 227 yards here, guys, over 227.5. So we're not looking for a huge game, and I definitely think he'll hit that. I see Washington coming out the gates and getting the lead, so they're going to have to play from behind anyway. And like I said, if there's another bet that you guys, or if you're interested in taking more bets in this game, look at when the Lions come out. The Lions weren't out, at least when I was looking at them. Look at tight end and running back props for the Giants as far as pass catching. So look at receiving props for the tight ends and the running backs for the Giants as well. I think those would be solid plays as well. But I like this one here, guys. Daniel Jones over 227.5 passing yards at minus 114 odds. Okay, guys, that's going to do it for our picks for today. If you enjoyed the content, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Always appreciate that. Really helps us grow this channel and what we're trying to do here at Straight Fire Picks. So I appreciate all of you. If you have a favorite bet, please be sure to drop that down below as well. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on the game. And other than that, guys, we have a special announcement. So for Monday night, we're going to do another live stream, again starting at 7:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to make some adjustments there for the live stream. Last Monday night was my first one. It was a lot of fun, but there was definitely some things to be learned there. I had some technical issues, so we're hoping to get past that for the next one. So we're going to have a lot of fun. Other than that, guys, that's going to do it for me. Good luck on all your bets. I wish you guys the best. Hope we have a great night. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Until next time, peace out.